Hi everybody, today we are going to study exponents and powers. It is a new concept and therefore it will take some time to understand. The way I am going to proceed is that I have divided the entire concept into four smaller videos and then I will cover all four of them one after the other. But before we move ahead, let's quickly understand what did we study last time. In my last tutorial, we learned algebraic expressions, their addition, subtraction, and I would like to draw your attention to the concept of like and unlike terms, which was used in addition and subtraction. We also learned value of an expression. We learned number patterns, for example, even and odd numbers, how we can use algebra and represent those numbers. And then we also learned to multiply, not so much to divide. That I will cover later when I cover actually factorization. But yeah, this is what we learned. Now, today, like I said, we will learn exponents and powers. And what we will learn today is that the concept of it. Why do we use exponents, right? Every time there is a mathematical concept, we need to understand. And then, how can we express normal numbers or any number as powers of prime factor? We will do that after understanding what power is, and then we will learn minus 1, what happens when there is an odd power versus an even power. In fact, you will realize that we have learned this concept already. It's just a different phase. So let's get in. See, first of all, understand that this 10,000, okay, let's start with this number 10,000. It can be written as 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. Ignore this, it is written like this. So the 4 is slightly elevated. Why? Because 1 2 3 4 4 times 10 is multiplied. So another way of writing it is 10 raised to the power 4, where 10 is the base, the number which is basically raised to any other number's power is base. This 4, this is known as the exponent, okay, and this whole number is read as 10 raised to the power 4. So it is a number which is expressed as a power of another number. The power itself is called exponent, okay. The base number is called obviously base, and this method of representing a number is called exponential form of what is the actual number? 10,000. So 10,000 when expressed in exponential form is nothing but 10 raised to the power 4. Now you might say that if we have a number already, what is the point of introducing a concept like exponents? Why? So what are exponents we understood, but then why exponents? Now for example, I've just taken this statement, and this says that this number is mass of earth. Now if I have to count the places, etc., it will take me a lot of time, and there are many numbers of significance whose value is very high. They are really large numbers. For example, I could say what is the mass of sun, right? What could be the mass of the solar system, just to tell you like some of these numbers. Now obviously when you are writing it, it's so inconvenient to put the whole number up, and therefore exponents were sort of invented to make sure that we had a easier representation and therefore easier calculations on these numbers, right? Only representation is not the aim. We also have to make some calculations, etc. So this number, how many zeros are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22. So we can write it as 597 into 10 raised to the power 22. That's what this number is, and that is why we use exponents. Now we have expressed this number like that, and suddenly now if I have to do a calculation, things are kind of easier. How they will become further easier, that I will cover. Now let's understand numbers as powers of prime factors. This we know that any number, let's say 100, okay, we learned how to express 100 as prime factors. Let's do that again. Quickly. Okay, I am just trying to prime factorize it. Okay, so what do I get? I get 100 as 2 into 2 into 5 into 5. That is my prime factors. I can also write it as 2 raised to the power 2, right? Because 2 is multiplied 2 times. Similarly, I can write 5 raised to the power 2 because 5 is multiplied 2 times. That's what we learned. So that's how we learn that any number, it can be expressed as powers of prime factors. Basically, there will be unique prime factors and there will be certain powers on those prime factors. So for example, you can say that what about 10? 10 is nothing but 2 into 5. So the power here is 1, right? And 5 raised to the power 1. We just don't write it like that. When it is just the number itself, it's understood that the power is 1. So any number, and you can do this exercise for any number, it can be expressed as powers of its prime factors, and here the prime factors are 2 and 5. Okay. Now let's learn odd power of -1 and even power of -1. See, there are a few problems which I am not doing, and I am only explaining the concepts so that you are able to do the problems yourself. Always learn for concepts and then do the problem solving yourself. Now, if you remember during our coverage of integers, when we were studying integers and negative integers specifically, we learned that -1 into -1, okay, into, when it is multiplied even number of times, it becomes 1, right? And we also learned that -1 into -1 into, when it is multiplied odd number of times, it is -1. Now why it is like that is because -1 into -1 is +1. Now why -1 into -1 is +1? I will request you to go back to my video on integers, okay, where I have covered multiplication of negative integers. Okay, you can so go to that video and understand this. But for now I am assuming that this is something which I have explained, so I am not going to touch it again over here for the sake of time. And it gives me a very clear picture is that, let's say that I multiply -1 5 times. Yeah, -1 into -1 into -1 into -1 into -1. Yeah, this is 5 times, which means odd number of times, which means the result is going to be -1. Why? Because this is going to be +1, this is going to be +1, and then this remaining -1 will basically -1 into -1 will make it -1, right? So I can also write this whole expression as -1 because I have multiplied -1 5 times, raised to the power 5 is equal to -1. Similarly, let's say if I do -1 into -1 into -1 into -1 equal to -1 raised to the power 4, that is equal to +1. So what did we learn is that whenever there is an odd power of -1, the result is -1. Whenever there is an even power of -1, the result is +1. Now, is this result something different from what we studied in the integers? No. But like I said, exponents is a different method to express. So I hope that it is clear. And just understand that for any negative number, hence, if it is raised to an odd power, the result will be negative. And if any negative integer is raised to an even power, the result will be positive. So that's where we finished the first part. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. If you have a feedback, you can drop an email, or you could put it out in the comment and I will solve it. See you.